started my second day in Kurashiki by heading back to the station for a short little half-day trip. I like how on the platform it has the pattern that is seen on the old houses in the historic quarter. It's very unique. And I loved seeing this yellow local train. It just looks so retro and nostalgic, but it does the job and gets people to where they need to go. I got the local train to Okayama to hop onto a bullet train to head to Himeji. There are a lot of trains that travel between Okayama and Himeji, but because I was using the Kansai Wide Pass, I decided to book a reserved seat on a special train. Although it's sort of a false special train, the Mizuho Shinkansen has sort of mistakenly been called a rare train, but it's just because it's not included in the general JR pass that tourists use. So it's more often used by locals than it is by tourists. But because I was on this specific Kansai Wide Pass, I could actually book a seat on it. It's different to other Shinkansen trains where the reserved seats are in a 2x2 format, and they're actually really, really comfortable, sort of green car style seats, but on a normal ticket. I couldn't get much footage because it was very full, but it got me to Himeji really, really quickly, and I enjoyed looking out at the scenery passing by. At Himeji Station, I made sure to stop by the information centre because there are some stamps to collect here. They have lots of flyers about the area, and here you can collect 4 stamps. There are 2 which have images of the castle, and 2 which have sort of the castle mascot image, which are really, really sweet, and the ink pad was very, very nice. Leaving the station, you can see the White Heron Castle, Himeji Castle, in the distance, and it's just a straight walk down this massive boulevard to go and see the castle. Before heading into the castle grounds, I wanted to visit a shrine, which is just to the right-hand side of it. This is the Himeji Gokoku shrine, and I learned that the Gokoku shrines were where the spirits of people who gave their lives at war for Japan are dedicated, and this includes wars from 1868 onwards. This shrine was originated in 1893 and was dedicated formally in 1936, and the building is from 1938 when it was enshrined. It was a very quiet and peaceful shrine. And I did also collect a goshuin here. They had a very beautiful special edition double page goshuin, but in the sequence of pages on my goshuin, I just wanted one single page and had it handwritten. And I'm going to speed this up because behind the shrine there is a very good photo spot of the castle with the moat. So I'm going to show you how to get there with my little sort of comedic sped up walking. So you literally just have to go directly behind the shrine, and it looks like a car park, and there's a bit of a railing there, and you can get a really beautiful shot of the red bridge and the moat and the castle. And I'm sure in the spring with the cherry blossom it just looks absolutely amazing, but I really loved this reflective view of the castle here. Heading back around to the main entrance, I just wanted to have a look at the castle from as close as I could get without buying a ticket. I didn't really have an interest in going inside the castle. I know that there's not much in there in terms of furniture and historical items. I know you can get a great view of the city, but for my itinerary, I just wanted to go and look at the structure of the building. Himeji Castle is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and an important cultural asset of Japan. It was established in 1346, and the current appearance was developed in the early 1600s, and it's one of sort of the original remaining castles in Japan and hasn't been fully reconstructed like many castles in Japan. It was nicknamed the Shirasagijo, which means White Heron Castle. So my main visit was for the gardens next door. I didn't pay to go into the castle, but I did go into the Himeji Koku-en garden. It was built in 1992 to commemorate the city's 100th anniversary, and it has 9 gardens with different themes. And it was absolutely beautiful to visit in the autumn time. If you've watched any of my previous vlogs, I've already been to see a lot of autumn leaves and sort of beautiful gardens, but when I'm travelling, I never tire of seeing gardens like this. could have just watched the koi swimming around for hours. They were just so beautiful and graceful, and the sunshine was just spectacular. So after I had enjoyed exploring the gardens, I headed back to Himeji station, but before I left, I collected the station stamp, which is inside the ticket gate here. And using my Kansai Wide Pass, I just hopped on the next Shinkansen that I was allowed to use with the pass. And before leaving Kurashiki station, I got the station stamp there as well. So I headed back into the Bikan historical quarter because I wanted to visit a very special museum here, and I headed to the very unique Ohara Museum of Art. In a very historical Japanese area, you get this incredible European-style building, and the reason for this was because the collection inside this building is of European art. The building was opened in 1930 by Ohara Magosaburo, and it was Japan's first private museum focusing solely on Western art. It was opened in the memory of painter Kojima Torajiro, who travelled to Europe and selected artworks for Ohara to purchase. The collection includes works from masters such as El Greco, Gauguin, Monet, Matisse, and also includes some Chinese and Egyptian art collections. There is no photography allowed inside the museum. After this, I visited the Tourist Information Office because there was yet another stamp to collect in here. It was just really nice to slow down my pace and just enjoy this wonderful area of Japan. There were some cute dogs around too. And I headed to some other shops that I hadn't managed to go in the day before, including SNOOPY, Chocolat. And I also went to check out Kurashiki Ivy Square, which is sort of a hotel complex. And they have this very impressive greenery here. As I think I mentioned in my previous video, Kurashiki is the birthplace of decorative washi tape, so I had to visit a washi tape shop, which is Kurashiki Tane. And the walls are just lined with every single kind of washi tape you could ever want. You could grab a bucket to fill, which was tempting, but I had to limit myself. But they have lots of different MT, their own designs as well, and other brands of washi tape in here to purchase, and it is all really cheap. After I purchased a moderate amount of washi tape, I decided to go to a nearby cafe that I had heard about called Cafe Tito. And here I had a delicious French toast and one of their famous melon floats with the cute little bear on it. After this, I just sort of relaxed for the rest of the afternoon and evening, grabbed some dinner, and packed up my stuff because tomorrow I'm heading back to Tokyo, and I'll see you there.